So, welcome everyone. We're back once again with it's Friday. Welcome. I don't know why I'm talking like this. Why is Wolfie talking like this? Welcome Stream Elements, welcome Pumpwall, welcome Potato and Hamflow. Hamflow's working. This guy's out here working, doing his work. It's crazy. He comes home and then he's tired. Can't even stream. Anyway. It is in fact the last day of May, as you might tell from the title. And we're gonna do another edition of Stitch and some more Picross as usual. A classic, typical Friday thing now. This is what we do now. This is now our life. But first let me load up the redeems page. Okay, it's loaded. Redeems should now work. And anyway, this is today's drawing. It is me stitching some things. Very relevant to the video game we're playing right now. This game, known as Stitch, it is a game in which you stitch things. And this is one example of this thing being done. And also, yeah, just like we're gonna do the weekly hoop. The one they have here. Did you know that tomorrow, June 1st, is International Children's Day? The day is celebrated worldwide as a united initiative for protecting children's rights and more. And well-being. It was set up in 1925. Anyway, this is an extra large. So I don't know, maybe like this might take even longer than the stream, right? I don't know. Is this the largest we've ever done? I don't know. Could be. Welcome Rojo Mild. I mean, hopefully we have some time for Picross, but given how large this puzzle is, I don't know. Maybe we don't. Maybe this is only a Stitch stream about children's left. I simply don't know. You know what I'm gonna ask? Are you going to ask about crosswords? Because if so, I have news for you that we are not doing crosswords today. It's not really a thing that we do on Fridays. Or actually that often in general. It's kind of like a kind of rare one-off kind of thing. We don't even know. We can't even predict it. But I mean, you could do crosswords. You could do single-player crosswords if you wanted. Have a good time crossing words. Deciding where to put things. There's many things you could do. You could be watching a stream. You could be crossing words. You could be pick crossing. Children's lefts. What about children's rights and center and above and below and in every possible place? These words are pretty chill. They will never get cross. Yeah, pick cross. You should not pick the cross. Simply, it's like how they say you don't pick a scab. You simply just don't do it. More fun seeing it filled out when you're stuck at a random word. I wonder if there's like a crossword Discord or like you know, people that are just like, hey, let's play some crosswords, and then people start playing and then you could just join in. I don't know. Maybe that is a thing. Maybe there's a crosswords community out there on Discord somewhere. You could find them. What if they had a you know how people play like MMOs, and in those MMOs they have like raid bosses? What if they had something like that, but for Picross? Sorry, not Picross, crosswords. Wouldn't that be cool? There's like, here's today's raid boss. Everyone be online at this time. We're gonna challenge this raid boss. Then, you know, people might have different roles. You have like the tank. They're taking all the aggro from the crossword. Okay, maybe these terms don't translate over very well. But you know, maybe here's the thing. Maybe someone's like an expert at pop culture. And they could take all the pop culture ones, and then someone knows, like, you know, I don't know, music. They could specialize in taking the aggro off the music ones. The possibilities are infinite. You could do so much with this. That would be quite cool, actually. Or maybe not cool. Maybe it's actually uncool. I don't know. Just a thought. It's a thing you can consider on this Friday. Anyway, how's everyone doing today? Hope you're all having a good Friday. I know Off-Kai Expo is happening, so I don't know if anyone from my chat even is going to that, but if you are, you're probably not even here right now, so I don't even know who I'm talking to. You might not even be there. Or here. What will you do if no one wants to do a roll? Well, everyone has to do one. Okay, you'll just pick up the ones that you might know. Here the weather's nice. Unfortunately, it's a day that I don't go outside, so I can't confirm whether the weather is nice. I will just assume that it is. And you could be like, wait, but you could go outside. Well, I could. I don't really feel like it. I'm streaming. I had work to do. Should be good all weekend, but I'm also not going out this weekend. So, you know, like what even is there to do? And some fund money and a pair of fancy noise-canceling headphones. An ADHD aid. That sounds great. Also, welcome, Duck. I don't think I greeted you. Yeah, noise-canceling headphones are nice. When I got my AirPods, I put them in, and I was like, what the heck? All the sound from my air purifier has been negated. It's pretty nice. Would recommend. Welcome, Chicken Coop. Thank you for the 23 months. Good afternoon, Wolfers. Don't call me Wolfers, Wolfie, Wolfington, Wolfington. Welcome to you as well. Hope you're having a good Friday. A good end of the month, you know? Before you know it, it's gonna be June. And then you'll be like, whoa, what the heck? How did time pass? How does time even proceed? We simply do not know. Welcome, Chaos Ryan. Okay, this one is definitely wrong. Something here is not correct. It's gotta be this, right? Am I correct in assuming it's gotta be this? I think so. Yes, it is in fact this. Anyway, anyone at Off-Kai? Anyone know anyone going to Off-Kai Expo? I've been seeing tweets on my Twitter timeline. People posting things. And they're like, can't wait to go. And then they're going. Same for the Fridge Hum and Computer Fan. I also tried them out at the grocery and they were great. Actually, I've never used my noise-canceling headphones outdoors. I've only ever used them like at home and also like in the office. I could imagine if I use them like in a place where there's like people walking around or cars even, it would be kind of dangerous. So I just use them in restricted areas. That was my Memorial Day. That was the last week. I guess it was the start of this week. I don't know, it was fine. I forgot what I did. I don't think I did anything on Memorial Day. Did I grill? I did not grill. Welcome, Prophesy Jack. Didn't it like rain really badly on Memorial Day? Or am I misremembering? Memorial Day 2024 weather. Yeah, severe weather forecast for Memorial Day in New York. Yeah, it was pretty bad. So no, I did not grill. But you know, it was fine. It sure was a time. What did I even do? Did I just stayed at home, no? Probably. I don't know. What do people even do? Welcome, Slime Molder. If Wolfie did grill, what would he grill? Probably chicken. I don't know. What do people grill? Hot dogs? I have no idea. Charcoal. People definitely do be grilling charcoal. Yeah, corn, that's pretty good. Potato says, in my area we had tornado watches. I slept through the alerts. What the? Ever put in tornadoes on those watches? It's crazy. Pork steaks. Now, why is steaks spelled like that? What's the deal? What's the deal with steaks? Why does steaks have multiple spellings? It's confusing. Welcome, Crafty Economy. Yeah, this game's good. Would recommend this game if you like puzzle games that are chill. This is one. This music is not from this game, by the way. This game, the music that we're listening to is from Wooloop. It's very chill music. Anyway, what did I do? Off by Expo. Yesterday, I went to the office, as usual. Because that is the thing that I do on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And, you know, I totally did not even realize that it's been such a long time since I've seen people, like, performing on the subway. I was, like, on the way to work yesterday. I saw a violinist. He came onto the train, and he started playing, like, pretty much nothing. He played, like, 3 songs, each of which were, like, 20 seconds each, and then he left. And I feel like he was like, he's trying to appeal to the most common denominator. He played, I don't know, some kind of like, he played like one of those mafia movies or TV show themes, I forget which one. The Godfather, probably. And then he played some traditional like Jewish song, I think. And then some other song that's probably well known. And I feel like he was just trying to get people to be like, yo, I recognize that song. I'm gonna put money in there. But not me. I saw what he was doing. Sopranos, I don't know. Which one is the one that goes like do 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 do? That one. He played that one for 20 seconds and then he stopped. Is that the Sopranos? Is that Godfather? I don't know. It's a skill and art form. That's true. That is Godfather. Okay, so I did guess correctly. I did recognize the song, and I was like, I know that. I see what he's doing here. He's just trying to get engagement. He's farming engagement on the subway. But, yeah, it's been a while since I've seen someone do that. What platform is this? It's on the Switch. It's also on... If you have Apple Arcade, it's available on there. Yeah, it's pretty much only on those 2 platforms. I feel like PC would be nice for this game, but they don't have that. Too bad Peter Griffith hates it. Who's Peter Griffith? That's not the guy from Family Guy. That's a different guy. It's Peter Griffin. Surprised it's not on PC. Yeah, I feel like using like keyboard mouse would be really nice for this. Like, click around. It's nice. I think so. Anyway, I don't know. Maybe they want to restrict the hardware it's available on. Maybe they want maximal graphical fidelity. Because, you know, if someone has a PC that can't handle these good graphics, they'll blame the game. They'll be like, oh man, These graphics look so good, and yet on my computer they look bad. I don't know. It's like you think about it, on iOS, like pretty limited set of hardware in sense of like there aren't that many different devices. And then, you know, Switch, there's only one. I guess there's two. You have the Switch and the Switch OLED model. But maybe they're like, you know, maybe they care a lot about quality control. They're like, okay, we know what hardware to expect to maximize the rendering. Multi-threading, I see. Because, you know, we're using thread. We're using yarn. You already know. This is a dude. This is a kid because this is International Children's Day. As you saw from the thing earlier. Okay, this one's gotta go this way. Literally has to go there. Griffin. Okay, Peter Griffin, so you were talking about Family Guy. I was a bit confused. I was like, who's Peter Griffith? You know, in California, there is a observatory called the Griffith Observatory. I've been there. It's been a long time since I've been there, but I remember. I was there. I forgot what I did there. I don't even remember what it looked like. But I'm sure it was nice. Probably. Maybe. I hope so. I don't know. Almost went there when I was in LA, but then we did something else. Did you go to, there's like a botanical garden in LA. Do you go to that one? Welcome Namington. They also had like a tar pit or something. There's also the star, what is it? The Star Walk place? Where they have all the celebrities and they have stars. Those were all considerations. Yeah, I know all the tourist destinations in LA. They got the Walk of Fame. They got the Chinese Theater or whatever. Oh yeah, Getty Museum is one of them. A Hollywood sign, Griffith Observatory, the tar pits. I don't know, some convention center probably. The traffic. You ever been to the traffic? Hollywood. Just went to some beaches. I don't know. It sounds like a nice time. I've mentioned before, I don't really enjoy going to the beach. But I could see it being cool. If you're into sand and sun. Anyone out there enjoying the sand and or sun? Possibly both. Or the water, you know? You always talk about the sand and the sun. What about the waves? Anyone go surfing? Like to try surfing, but you need a bodysuit. You don't need one. It's only if you're so good, you probably don't need one, right? The ocean is cold. Maybe those people are just built different. They've gotten so used to it that they are experts. I could try, but I wouldn't. Yeah, well, those people, I think they're just built different. They just know exactly what to do in every circumstance. They would just never get cold. Anyway, I don't know. I don't think I'd be good at surfing, nor am I interested. I don't really like being in the water that much. But, you know, maybe in the summer it's a cool thing to do. Refreshing. Can be there in the waves, chilling. Just having good times. And then people sitting on the beach, they get to watch. They're like, whoa, look at this guy. Look at this guy. He's surfing. This guy's an expert. He knows what he's doing. And that's why I'm just sitting here watching him. Welcome, Hostile Wave. Anyway, what else did I do yesterday? Yesterday, stayed after work a bit. You know, every Thursday, there's like a social thing at work. People just, there's like drinks, people just sit there, socialize. I stayed for a bit, talk with some people that are not on my team. Apparently, do you all know this? In some parts of California, there's like, I think it's like one of the universities in California, but they have this this thing they do where they kiss banana slugs. Do you know about this? It might have been like UC Davis or something, or UC, one of those universities. They have a lot of banana slugs on their campus. And then one thing they have people do is they just pick up a banana slug and they kiss them. Apparently that's a thing. It's a rite of passage. I did not know that until yesterday. What, two people that were from California, they started talking about banana slugs. And then everyone was like, are you real? Are you making this up? Are the two Californians here trying to gaslight us? But I looked it up today and apparently it is a thing. Isn't that wild? And then I was like, reading about it. It's like apparently not good for the slugs. Because the bacteria from your mouth maybe is dangerous to the slugs. Maybe it kills the slug. I don't know. Welcome, Liquid Cake. But also, I didn't know banana slugs were a thing until yesterday. I looked up an image and I'm like, oh, I see why they're called banana slugs. They do look very much like bananas. And they are, in fact, slugs. What if they had apple slugs? A slug that looks like an apple? Wouldn't that be cool? I think that'd be cool. Anyway, yeah, you know, many colleges, they've got wacky things like that. They just have the freshmen do things for fun. Should be careful with slugs and snails. They contain parasites that kill a few people every year. Yeah, like I wouldn't do it. I simply would refuse to kiss the banana slug. Welcome, Nari. Hope you're having a good Friday. Yeah, that's a thing that I learned. And then they started talking about movies. And me, as someone who doesn't watch movies, I just sat there staring. I'm like, I don't know what they're talking about. Apparently, someone was like, oh, I saw the new Civil War movie. And I was like, oh, you mean like, Avengers Civil War? I didn't say that, but in my brain, I was like, oh yeah, I know that movie. The Avengers. Apparently, it's not the Avengers Civil War. Apparently, there's another movie that came out recently called Civil War. I don't know what it's about. But they started saying things. One of them spoiled the movie, and they're like, I can't believe you would spoil the movie. There's people here who haven't watched that. I think I was the only one that didn't watch it. And then I was just like, yeah, I don't really know. I don't really care. And they started talking about other movies. And I'm just like, yeah, I don't know. Can't relate to this. But it was cool, though. It was cool to socialize, to sit there. There was bags of chips. I ate some chips. A friend of mine saw that. I asked them if they meant the Avengers since I also didn't know. Right? People here, do you know that there's a movie called Civil War that came out recently? I literally haven't seen anyone talk about it until like yesterday. In fact, I don't even know what it looks like. Let me look it up. Civil War 2024 film. I don't recognize any of these actors. Wait, Nick Offerman? Isn't that the guy from, what's that movie called? What's that? Nick Offerman. He looks familiar. Isn't he from Parks and Recreation? Let's see. I don't think I've watched a movie in over a year. I don't even know. The last movie I watched was, the Spider-Man Spider-Verse second movie. Yeah, the Parks and Rec's grumpy guy. Is that him? Apparently he's in that movie. He's in Civil War. Slime Molder also didn't even know the movie existed. Exactly. Had a chance to see it but wasn't interested. I don't even know what it's about. Presumably it's about a civil war. They use AI art posters, what the... Can't believe this. I'm a bit surprised that I haven't heard about it though. Like, it seemed like everyone there who was talking about it was like, oh yeah, I saw that movie. It was very cool how they did this thing. I'm like, why? I guess maybe I just don't follow enough people that talk about movies, or like this movie was not popular enough. Oh, you know what it probably is? It's the fact that Northern Lion is on vacation. And typically, he is the one who talks about movies. There usually will be someone in the chat that mentions like, hey, did you see this movie? And then he'll be like, I don't have time to see movies. I have a kid, blah, blah, blah. Since he was on vacation, there was none of that. So I'm sure if he was streaming, somebody would have said, yo, do you see the new Civil War movie? And he probably would have been like, yo, you mean like the Avengers? Haha, just kidding. Anyway, I don't know. that is a movie that existed. I saw someone on YouTube mention it. It was really meh. Yeah, I don't know. What are the reviews looking like? 81% Rotten Tomatoes. 75% Metacritic. That sounds pretty decent. Welcome, Brooke. Anyway, I'm not gonna watch it because I don't watch movies. But you could consider doing so if you were interested in movies. What movie is it? Civil War. A movie that many of us didn't know existed until today. You know, whatever. And then they talked about like one of the Planet of the Apes movies, which I also haven't seen. What did I even talk about in that conversation? I think I just asked people things. I was like, oh, what team do you work on? Oh, what are some projects you work on? Whatever. Apparently it took no political stance, never even explained what the fighting was about. That's all I heard. Civil War. We don't even know. No such thing. Entirely manufactured by the movie industry. Oh, there was one person who talked about... Apparently there are meetups of people that have a specific name. So there was like a Ryan meetup where they just invited a bunch of people named Ryan to a bar and they all met each other. Did they fight civilly? I have no idea. There was a guy named Ryan and he went to the Ryan meetup. And then he met another Ryan, and that Ryan happened to also work at our company. I'm like, wow, what are the chances? 2 Ryans, both invited to a Ryan meetup, and they work at the same place? Congrats, Brooke, on the job offer. Hope it goes well, if you accept it. What if Wolfie and the imposter Wolfies met up? I would not go to a Wolfie meetup. I would just feel resentment. I'd be like, why would you take the name Wolfie? Huh? That's my name. It's a difference between, you know, because like online, you get to choose your name. I feel like most of those people that went to the Ryan meetup did not choose their own name. I'm sure there were some that did choose their name. But most people were probably assigned that name from their parents. And you know, there's no resentment usually. It's just like, yeah, this is our name. We just happen to share the same name based on our circumstances. You went to a Wolfie meetup. They chose that name. They're out there. And that one guy who took the name Wolfie, he would be there, and then I'd be like, what are you doing? What is he even doing? But I guess there are some situations where like a certain name becomes so associated with one person that like everyone else with the same name probably feels inferior, right? Like those people that they go by like one name, like Cher. I'm sure there's people named Cher, but they're not as well known as the singer. And then every time someone was like, oh yeah, my name is Cher. And they're like, whoa, just like the singer. Or like, you think there's other people named Beyonce? Probably. But then they're all overshadowed, right? It's like that. If you had someone named, for example, I don't know. There's probably a lot of people named Jackie Chan. I definitely knew someone named Jackie Chan growing up. And everyone would always be like, "Oh, Jackie Chan, just like the actor Kung Fu guy." Imagine your name is Jesus or Moses. I feel like that's actually very common. Not even just Jesus, but like Jesus, etc. There's a lot of people named Muhammad. I don't know. There's definitely a lot of people that have one name. Those one named individuals are very well known. It's weird how people don't name their kids Jesus in the US. But there are, aren't there? I guess, yeah, that is true. I don't see people named Jesus in English-speaking countries. But I mean, like, that's because there's other names like Matthew and like John. Those are from the Bible, right? And so, you know, they got other names that are also religious that they can choose from. And they did, in fact, choose those names. What do I do here? What do I do with this one? Maybe it's this. Yeah, it's definitely this. What about Zeus? Do you think anyone's out there named Zeus? People out there named Ra? People out there named, I don't know, other religious figure? Thor? This guy named Thor. 2 people have heard of someone named Thor. I've never heard of that. US has a huge Mexican population that names their children Jesus. Oh yeah, but like, I think he means like, because we were talking about how that is also a thing. I'm assuming he means I'm assuming he means white people. White people named Jesus. Not that many of them. He pronounced it Tor. Yo, that's just like the what's the thing? The secure app that people use to browse the dark web. His parents are Norwegian. Wait, I think I also knew someone named Tor. Oh wait, I definitely did. That is true. I did know someone named Tor. But it was spelled as Tor. T-O-R. Yeah, Scandinavia. He was from one of those countries. Scandinavia. Norway. Whatever. One such place. The bog standard Nordic name. I've only known one person with that name. But when I saw the name, I was like, yo, that's just like Tor, the app. The Onion Router, that one. Thor is just the Englishization of the name. I see. Oh, that's cool. We learn things every day. Here's the thing we all learned today on the Wolfie stream. Tor, it's there. It's real. But yeah. What are some other, like, really common names in countries? It's like, you know, like how in, I don't know. John. John is a common name. What is a common name in, like, I don't know, Denmark? What's the most common Danish name? If only Michael Hunt were here. What's the most common German name? Germa. What if it was Germa? Simply don't know. Jorgen? I've never even heard of that name. Haig. Is that a troll? Are you trolling? Welcome, CL. Thank you for the 8 months. And a tasty burrito. It had tortilla chips on it. Sounds good. Glad you had a good burrito. Germans are all called Dieter. Dieter? How do you pronounce that? Dieter? They're out there dieting all the time. I don't know. Dieter? They're out there dieting. You have all the details. Okay, this one for sure has to go this way. Dieter. Dieter, isn't that the Family Guy? That's what Lois Griffin says. She says Dieter. That's it. That's a guy. Jonathan, Family Guy. Yamada's. It's a last name though. I guess it's not a last name. It's a surname, a family name. Yeah, surname is so U.S. centric, Western centric to say last name when it's actually family name. It's actually the first name because it goes first. Hygge is a word for a cozy culture that is really popular in Denmark. The concept has become popular elsewhere. I have never heard of this. Is it even real if I've never heard of it? Taichi is also common. I knew someone named Taichi. But I've also only known one person with that name. But then again, I'm also not Japanese, so I'm sure if I was in Japan, maybe I would know more people named Taichi. I don't know. What's the most common name in the US nowadays? I know like the ranking shifts pretty often. Like what is it now? Can someone look up most common baby name 2024? Michael. Well, it's like one of them, but I want to know the most popular one. At this point in time, like right now, literally this year. Liam, what the frick? I don't know anyone named Liam. Liam Wilson? A log cabin with an open fireplace. Sitting with a quilted blanket is very Hygge. Is that how you pronounce it? Hygge? Maybe. Chrysophyte? Chrysophyte? Noah? What about Jonathan? People should bring back lame names. Gertrude. Imagine being named Gertrude. That's like an old person name. Imagine being named Agatha. That's like pretty rare, right? I don't know anyone named Gertrude or Agatha. Norman. Norman doesn't sound that much like an old name though. We got Norman Reedus. That's a guy. Margaret. Marge. Yeah, imagine being named Marge. Marjorie. Other old style names like that. Imagine naming your kid after your favorite VTuber. People have done that. Like, although Amelia is just a regular name, there are people that either have named their child Amelia or want to name their child Amelia after Amelia Watson. And like, you know, it's a regular name, so like it makes sense. They could blend in. Augustus. August? I feel like August is like... It's like a name that people use. Always like the name Amelia. What about Watson? What about Watson as like a first name? You think there's anyone out there? Probably. Probably are. Naming your kid Wolfie. I wonder if there is someone legally named Wolfie besides me. You know, because, you know, I'm Wolfie Wolfington, but surely there's at least one other person named Wolfie, right? Pokemon gym leader named Watson. That is true. I feel like it's pretty rare. Shortening Amelia to Ame isn't common. That is also true. It's like mostly it's like a Japanese thing. Changing your name to Wolfie right now. Can't do that. It's illegal. Is Elisa Wolfie? Yeah, there's definitely a Wolfie. One of the Japanese channels on YouTube that I watch, he named his child a Wolfie. I'm like, what the frick kind of name is that? A Wolfie? I mean, like he is born in Japan, so like maybe they just think it's a cool sounding name in Japan. There's a big Pokemon YouTuber named Wolf, who also goes by Wolfie. Someone named Alfie. I've seen Alfie before. That's definitely a name that exists. About, what are some other old names? Gertrude. There's gotta be some names that, like, we rarely ever see used anymore. Sherlock. I'm sure there's someone named Sherlock as a first name. Are there people... Is Sherlock, like, a real surname that people have? Or, like, family name? Is that a thing? Or was it simply made up? Sherlock Holmes. That was his first name. I forgot. Oh, right, Holmes was his last name. And so what if it was a surname? I don't know. You're getting mixed up between names. What if John was like a last name? It's like how Mario's surname is Mario. Mario, and Luigi Mario. Is that real? Are there people out there who have the last name Mario? Horatio. L plus ratio. Perhaps. We just don't know. Bartholomew. It's like Bart. Imagine being named Bart. I feel like if you were named Bart, everyone would think of The Simpsons. It's just one of those things. It's been popularized so much by media. They'd just be, oh, Bart. It's Bart. Naming kids after Simpsons characters. Yeah, it's also like the fact that Homer was like, you know, he was like an epic poet from the Mesopotamian days. Not Mesopotamian. What was Homer from? The Odyssey? Homer, the Odyssey, from Greek. The Greek Odyssey. And now when you say Homer, people are like, oh yeah, that's the Simpsons guy. You think if Homer from Greece was still alive, he'd be like, I can't believe I spent all this time with these stories and suddenly everyone just thinks of this stupid cartoon guy? I can't believe this. Assumed he was named after the baseball term? Homer? No. Surely it's because of the Odyssey. And the Iliad. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. Marge. Lisa. Lisa is a regular name. Welcome, Cryptic Command. What about... I don't know. I don't even know. Lisa's outdated. Is it? I feel like... Actually, yeah. I feel like I don't know that many people named Lisa. Larry is a name. Homer was Matt... I keep pronouncing his name as Groening. Is it... How do you pronounce his name? It's not Groening, right? Is it Groening? Larry is in fact a name. Lisa. I feel like people are still named Lisa. But also, I don't think I know anyone named Lisa. Oh, it's pronounced Groening, right? Matt Groening. No one's named Barney. What about Barney Rubble? What about Barney the Barn? Thought the joke is because Homer Simpson is stupid and the poet Homer is really smart. Well, if he's so smart, why is he dead? Answer me this, huh? Why is he simply not immortal? Or he was smart, perhaps. Checkmate. Exactly. If Einstein was so smart, why is he not alive anymore, huh? There's so many trap names I remember. I don't know. Let's had both Mr. That and also the other one. Turn up to event. And those were their real names. Presumably. It's crazy. Coke? Coburn? I would not have known they were pronounced like that. How could they even be like that? Did I greet Stanley? I don't know if I did. I saw you waving, and then in my head I greeted you, but I don't know if I actually greeted you. I definitely did not greet Nutritious. Welcome, Nutritious. If my name was pronounced Coburn, I would change the spelling. That is true. Actually, I knew some people with the last name like W-A-N-G, and they would always say it's pronounced Wong. And like I think like that makes sense, right? Think of it phonetically. It is probably pronounced Wong. But then maybe when they were like immigrating to the US, the person that wrote their name down was like, oh, Wong, they're gonna write it as W-A-N-G. And then everyone pronounced it as Wang. When you think about it, it's like, yeah, that makes sense. And like in Chinese, people they don't pronounce it like Wang. Just like it's Wong. Also, your message was held for moderation. Here the term name Gaylord is a last name. It is in fact a last name. There is also a hotel with that name. And there is a famous convention that takes place at the Gaylord Hotel. I forget which one it was. Butts is the last name. Imagine having that. Imagine being Larry Butts from the Ace Attorney series. There's a bunch of movies by Gaylord Studios. I think Donnie Darko was one. I've heard of that movie. Now, I haven't seen the movie, but I am aware of it. You would change your name to Harry. Harry Butts. Would you actually, though? Isn't changing your name just like a lot of effort? Would you be willing to go through that just for a joke? You'd have to update like all your paperwork. Some places wouldn't even update it properly. You're gonna call the government and they're like, oh, actually the name we have on record is not this one. And then you have to be like, oh, but I changed my name some months ago. Okay, but it takes some time for it to propagate. I just feel like it's a lot of effort. Has anyone changed their name before? What's that like? What's the deal with name changes? You have to get like new documents everywhere. You have a passport, you gotta get a new passport probably. It's too much to do. And for what benefit? Probably many benefits. But not for me. For me, Wolfie Wolfington is a fine name. Twitter friend is getting a last name change to get away from his bad dad. Yeah, okay, there's reasons like that that are probably good reasons. Changing it, why? You change it, Toho? Change your name to a Toho character's last name? I mean, I guess you could. Like, I guess if you're gonna change your name, might as well change it to something cool, right? And then people could talk about it. People could be like, whoa, what? That's just like the Toho character. And then you could be like, yeah, that's definitely why. And then you could find all the Toho fans. In the UK, you can legally change name just by using your new one and telling people about it. So you can get an official deed saying you've done it. What the? But then, like, what about all the documents that you have? If you just start telling people that you're under a different name now, then how does the government know? I guess the official deed is probably it. Welcome, Ranu. Alice is a normal name, so is Chen. Oh yeah, I didn't say they weren't. But if your name was just Alice, I feel like that's like a normal enough name that people wouldn't be like, "Oh, that's Toho." But also, that's a first name. You said the person changed their... I would assume... Yeah, they're changing their last name to Izuyo. Do people change their last name to Alice? Is that a common last name? That's tell a lot of people. You have to tell everyone. Literally everyone out there. The entire population of the country. They have to know. If you had to change your name, what would it be? What would you like to have your name as? Wouldn't it be funny if, like, names work the same way as they do in games? Where either your name has to be unique, or you have to have numbers at the end. You're like, okay, Wolfie, no, Wolfie's taken. You gotta be Wolfie number 5231. And all your official documentation, you will have to remember this number. Or what if instead of having names, we were all just like friend codes? Everyone just referred to each other by their social security number? Would that be cool? You would change your name to CL. That's cool. Cool name. Here comes someone calling themselves Noob Slayer 69. Exactly. VTubers. What if VTubers could change their real name to their VTuber name? What if that was a legal requirement? That you had to change your name to be the same. Everyone would have such wacky names. Okay, I got this. Look at this. The 4 goes right there. VTubers. Unrelated to VTubers, but I saw someone on the work Slack have a Bochi the Rock avatar. It's like, what the heck? I know Bochi the Rock. I actually watched that series. Finally, a series that I understand and know. Bold move, perhaps. But I recognized it. I didn't point it out though. I didn't say I know that avatar because it was a I wasn't even involved in the conversation. I just saw it on Slack. Her name is Ayers Budley. Airbud, I get it. Pink hair show. True. Airbud. Man. Airbud. That bud sure is in the air, though. Bochi. Yeah, I know Bochi the Rock. Everyone knows Bochi the Rock. Even people that are not even into anime have probably seen Bochi the Rock. Wait, have you all seen that Hololive is having a collab with baseball? The Dodgers. I saw that. What's up with that? What is it even about? What are they even doing? That's Niji Sanji. No, Niji Sanji is the NBA. And everyone hated that. They were like, oh man, NBA, what? These people didn't even get invited. Yeah, that's basketball. Also, let me hydrate. It's 6 p.m. Alright. I'm hydrated. Maybe because of Otani. Possibly. Maybe because some people at Hololive are huge fans of the baseball player Shohei Otani. They're like, we gotta get him to watch VTubers. How do we do that? Oh, let's collab with the with the Dodgers. And then now he has to be aware of their existence. And then he will have, and then Shohei Otani will be really into VTubers. He'll spend all his money on VTubers instead of gambling. And they'll have the revenue is going to skyrocket. That's the long-term plan. They've thought of everything. And then he'll be sending all his super chats, and then everyone who cares about sports, they'll be like reporting on this. They'll be like, who is this shark VTuber? What is a VTuber? And why is Otani spending all his money sending money to them? And then people will be like, oh shoot, he's doing this? I gotta get in on this. And then everyone starts watching VTubers. Yeah, that whaling possibilities. It's crazy. Welcome, Resetter. Then what? And then they'll have merch. And then people will buy all the merch. It will definitely get viewers. Imagine being like a fan of one of the rival teams of the Dodgers. Imagine the Dodgers, I don't know too much about sports. I don't know who their rival is. Imagine like, you know, whatever team they hate the most. It's like, oh man, what? I wanted to enjoy the Dodgers. I wanted to enjoy baseball, but then my Oshi's on the other team? I can't believe betrayal. Do you think there are people that would be like, they hate the Dodgers and then their Oshi is like one of those people that's in the collab? I can't believe Gargura would collab with my most hated team. Dropped. Can't believe this betrayal, man. I would not be surprised if that did happen. It's probably happening as we speak. Or maybe it's the other way. Maybe someone who hates that team so much, but then since their Oshi is collabing with them, they're like, well, I guess I should give it a try. I guess I should watch. And then they watch, and then suddenly they're a huge fan, and then they betray their team. Because now their Oshi is there. My team is so irrelevant it wouldn't matter. What is your favorite team? The Bears? Is that a team? The Rockies? I've never even heard of that team. You were correct when you said they were so irrelevant. I don't even know they existed. The Rockies? Isn't that the guy with the boxing? That's the guy who ran up those steps. He played the theme song. He was like, hey, it's me, Rocky. Yeah, that's what he sounds like. When you have 2 million fans, there's probably at least one who will unsubscribe because you ate a peanut with salt on it. So true. So true. Fans these days, they don't even know. They're not even aware of things. Okay, what do I do with this? This 6 has to be here. This 3 has to be there. These must be there. Or maybe not. Maybe this doesn't have to be. It does have to be there. I guess this could go down. But then this would have to go there. And then, oh, that's what it is. That's what it is. Well, okay. Well, we got VTubers collabing with, like, you know, basketball and baseball. But, like, what's next? Hockey? You think FaZe Connect is gonna collab with a hockey team next? You think V Shoujo's gonna, I don't know, sponsor a tennis player? I don't know. Soccer? Oh yeah, soccer is huge. I think soccer would make sense. It's like one of the biggest sports out there. Volleyball. What about lacrosse? What about like the really obscure sports? Curling. What if like one of those smaller talent agencies did a curling collab? Shot put. One of those. Chess boxing. They could do it. That's a new strat. They gotta get those marketers out there. Canadian VTuber to collab with a curling team. Yeah, that's the new meta. Everyone should do it. What's everyone's favorite curling team? Space program. That'd be cool. I know there are VTubers that do like watch-alongs of like rocket ship launches, stuff like that. Actually, I think one of them was actually sponsored, right? Hold on. I think there was news. I remember seeing this. VTuber space program sponsorship. I think someone was sponsored to like live stream a watch-along of some kind of like space launch. I forget who it was, but it definitely happened. I'm not making this up. Anyway, what's some other obscure sports? I don't know. I don't know. Hockey. Hockey is not obscure. What if there was a... If they collabed with cheese roll? Oh, what about the bobsled team? Giant. I don't even know what that is. So that does qualify as obscure, because I've never heard of it. About, I'm sure there's many options. What sport do you think has like the most overlap with the VTuber watchers? I guess it probably is just whatever sport is most popular. Baseball. I don't know. Horse racing. There's a lot of horse racing anime fans because of Uma Musume. They could do that. They could have a collab. Horse racing. If I've never heard of it, it's obscure. Skateboarding. Maybe there's some skateboarding VTubers out there. Lots of Japanese people just like to bet on horses. True. I would assume there's also a lot of people in the US that probably like to bet on horses as well. Skateboarding. Horse racing only exists because of the gambling. Oh yeah. I mean, what else would it be? Definitely only. Didn't realize the US had a horse racing scene. It's huge. Don't you know about the classic horse named Potato, but then the O is like 8 O's instead of potato? One of the classic horses of all time. Sailing. What about yacht racing? What about rowing? What about car racing? Some of them would get cool VTuber Tasha. It's true. Racing collab. Yo, NASCAR. Wait a second. NASCAR. It's huge, right? There's a lot of fans of NASCAR. Imagine the first VTubing agency to secure a NASCAR deal. They'll get all the viewers. A weird rule with horse names in US, they all have to be unique. Oh, so the horse naming is like, it's kind of like the username system. They have to be unique. They have to have... No, there's no overlap. What about... Yeah, NASCAR. NASCAR, that could be the next big thing. They should get on this. Phase Connect, if you're watching this for some reason, you should collab with NASCAR. Get driving. So many opportunities out there. I don't know. There's gotta be other like unexplored collab ideas out there. You know, there's coffee, it's been done. There's sports, it's being done right now. What are some other things? What can they possibly collab with next? Aquarium. They've already done that, actually. Whole Life has done an aquarium collab with Gura. Welcome, Nanara. Launch a hotel chain. Home Depot collab. What would they do? What would the Home Depot collab be? Supermarket. What if they had like right, they've had that. They do collabs with like 7-Eleven all the time. House flipper. Did they project someone on the glass so it was like they were in the aquarium? I think they just had like a bunch of merch. They also trained sardines to like swim around to like one of Gura's original songs. Something like that. I saw a video recommended on my timeline. I watched it. They had food that was themed after them. Definitely, it's mostly just the merch. Right? People go there for the limited edition like folders and keychains and stuff like that. And then they trade each other. There's the gacha as well. You get assigned one at random, and then you're like, oh man, that's not the one I wanted. And then you find the other fans that are there, and then you go, oh hey, I wanted this one. Do you have this one? And then you trade. You socialize with your fellow fans. You know, those are some possibilities. Probably many other options out there. So many collabs that we've never even considered. That maybe they're considering right now. You know? This entire hypothetical brainstorming session we've been doing. Some VTuber executive is watching right now. They're noting down all of our ideas. I'm gonna steal them. And then, you know, 5 months from now, and we see someone collabing with a curling team, we'll be like, I was there. I was there in Wolfie's stream when this was mentioned. We predicted this. And think of all the curling fans that are gonna become VTuber fans. It's crazy. The market is huge. The head is soaring. Cool. What about Yarn? What about Yarn collab? What about I don't know. What about supply store? What about clothing supply? Yeah, I was gonna say that. I don't know the name of it. Joanne Fabrics. Yeah, like one of those places that people go to buy fabric for cosplay. They could do that. Isn't there one of those places called Michael's? Joanne's, Michael's. And there are some like home improvement VTubers. So that could be perhaps the Home Depot collab. VTuber agency could sponsor a dog show or the Puppy Bowl. Oh yeah, when are they gonna show? Imagine someone had enough money to take out a Super Bowl ad for their debut stream. Wouldn't that be crazy? I feel like everyone would talk about it. There's gotta be someone with enough money to do that, right? That would be quite a way to debut. Just like, you know, reveal that you have millions of dollars to spend on something like this. T-movie too. They could. But like, no, it could be an indie VTuber. An indie VTuber that just happens to have millions of dollars sitting around. Get debut. They could show a trailer for their debut stream. They would get so many viewers. They would make the national news. Even normies would be like, "What is this? I gotta check this out." And then they know. And then everyone... There's no way that they can recover that money, though. I feel like, you know, the money you spend... Actually, I don't know. Do you feel like if an indie VTuber were to have enough money to spend on a Super Bowl ad, would the viewers that they get from that be enough to offset the cost of the ad? I feel like probably it would take a very long time. You know? But yeah, I guess it's also like, if you are a viewer, why would you want to donate to someone that obviously has millions of dollars, right? Actually, I don't know. That's not true. The people do that all the time. It's definitely a thing that people do. But what if your whole gimmick was like, oh, I spent all my money on the Super Bowl. Gotta get my money back. Please watch my stream so I can recover from this financial loss. There are lots of streamers who make tens of millions of years. Sorry, tens of millions a year. If you could become one of those, if you could just become a streamer that's already well known. No, but I mean like, this would be for their debut stream. Become PewDiePie's Oshi. Do you think he watches VTubers? Who do you think his Oshi would be? That ad time's super expensive. It's a big ask to then have people wait until debut. But yeah, but what if your debut was like right after the Super Bowl? People would tune in, right? Maybe. Maybe not. Who really even knows? Okay, this has gotta be there. Oh yeah, the halftime show. Yeah, you could do like a musical performance. Imagine being the first VTuber to like do a show at the halftime. To do a halftime show, that'd be cool. They could do it. What if your debut was during the Super Bowl? You put your ad at the start and everyone watched you debut instead. No, but everyone... I guess, yeah, no, there are times when, like, people who are not interested in the Super Bowl, they just happen to be in a place where, like, you know, people they know are watching it. And, you know, maybe if they're bored, yo, they could target it to, like, people who hate sports. It could be like, hey, you people out there that are sitting around just watching the Super Bowl, even though you don't care about the Super Bowl, there's a debut happening right now. You could watch me instead. I'm sure there would be people that would tune in. You know, there are some people that watch the Super Bowl just for the ads. And you know, of those people that might be interested in a VTuber, they could just stop watching the Super Bowl. That's the new meta. That's what everyone's gonna do. Instead of spending all your money on a lore video, just spend all of it on a Super Bowl ad. You'll make your money back eventually. Probably. Maybe. It will definitely get people talking. Everyone will know. They'll be like, yo, that's the person who spent their money on the Super Bowl ad. The Wolfie lore video? I don't have lore. There's no such thing. Imagine. What if I just titled every what if I just titled every one of my streams debut stream? How long do you think it would take for people to know? To notice that, you know, I'm doing this? What if people keep showing... If I set my category to special events every stream, set the title to be debut stream on every stream, people would turn in. They would tune in. They'd be like, whoa, what debut stream? Gotta watch that. Also, welcome, Michael. You missed so much Michael relevant discussion. We were literally talking about Denmark. We were talking about Michael. I don't even know. He doesn't even know. Rotate between debut, anniversary, and birthday. Yeah, title every stream. Debut stream, anniversary stream. Every time you wake up, it's a new wall. Yeah, what if it's like every stream is just like a unique... What if every debut stream was just me being like, here's my new model, everyone. This is my new model. Every stream. Fresh content every day. Tune in and be like, oh man, I can't believe I missed the debut. Well, there's more. What if every debut stream you ever so slightly change the color of your clothes, but only slightly? You could. You could consider doing that. And then someone's gonna do a call-out post. They'll be like, hey, this streamer says they do a debut stream, but actually it's the same streamer. I can't believe this. Now, what if you hired your chat to pretend, you know? They could also be like, you know, pretend that it's actually your debut stream. And then you start every stream off doing the same thing every debut does, where they go like this. Actually, they usually go from here. They start from here. Like, oh, look at this. Oh, new model. New model reveal. Whoa. And then they move around and they're like, whoa, look at this. What is that? Whoa, what is this? Oh, is that a mouth? Oh. Holy frick. Oh, oh. And then they do the green screen. People can take screenshots. And then you credit the artist. And everything. And then everyone knows. Whoa, new model. Could be. It could be you. You could do this right now. Instead of watching this stream, you could be debuting. Literally as we speak. And yet you're not. You need to say your mama and papa. This one. This one. From Iron Vertex. Whoa, you got an Iron Vertex model. It's crazy. Just hit the live button, don't even prep anything. I think that's the best way to go. People spend too much time socializing on social media, putting pre-debut in their name, hyping up their debut. But I guess it works. I guess it does work. Pretend it's not even a new model. But it's not though. That's the thing. It's not even a new model. But what if it was? I mean, for people who debut, people to just show up, to just not do a debut stream, literally just like me. Like it when a VTuber reveals a new model but doesn't mention it. It's true. They should be more subtle. And then people show up and they're like, what, is this a new model? What the? No, but then people won't tune in. You'll end up with this situation where the only people that watch are the people that are already watching. You show up and pretend it's your usual model. You're like, oh, sorry, it's a bug. Sorry, I didn't realize. What happened? Someone hacked my model. This is not supposed to be here. Why would they... What happened to my old model? No. You went to meet your friend and they're wearing new clothes, but they didn't call it a new outfit reveal. It is true. That is something I've talked about. Or like, you know, people don't, in real life, they don't show off their new outfits like a outfit reveal. Face cam streamers, they don't go, like, every time they get a new outfit, they're not like, check it out, here's my new outfit. Here's my, you know, I got a blue shirt. This is different from the other shirt I had. And then they slowly show it off. Right, check it out. This model was rigged by Old Navy. The clothing physics are crazy. Tom Scott outfit reveal. This outfit was created by my favorite artist. Uniqlo. Yeah, blue shirt. Blue shirt. Write that down. Timestamp. 5 minutes and 2 seconds. Artist revealed to be this brand. Could be you. And then you could be like, you know, you see your friend wearing a new shirt. You just show up and be like, you give them $100. Be like, congrats on the new outfit. And they're like, what? I know how much it costs to buy a new outfit. Here it is. My red super chat. Here's your $100 donation. Then they will thank you. They'll do a super chat reading. Go to your friend. Go to see your friend and it's your birthday, so you give them $500. Yeah, people do. They do be doing that. Streamer said doo-doo. Add out a bunch of small images, give it to random people on the street. Now you can use the guy's emotes. That doesn't make sense. What does that even mean? Small images, emotes, gifting subs. Oh, you could give them stickers, right? That would be kind of like gifted subs, right? That makes sense. But yeah, people do be super chatting streamers on their birthday. On their own birthday, that is. It's like, hello streamer, it is my birthday. Here's $500. Can you say happy birthday to me? And then they don't see it because they got so many donations. And then they miss it. And then they're like, oh, sorry. Oh, man, I missed your donation. Oh, sorry. Oh, your birthday was yesterday? Oh, that's all right. Demand a refund. They didn't remote my birthday. I can't believe. My birthday is this day, but you're not streaming. But could I get like a birthday wish, like, you know, like early birthday, please? And then they're like, okay, sure. Happy birthday. It's almost Michael's birthday. For real. For real, for real. Here's $300. For real. Totally real. How many people do you think do that, but it's not actually their birthday? Imagine there's someone out there who's just like sending hundreds of dollars to streamers, constantly saying it's their birthday when it's not actually. You think people would lie like that? I think people are out there giving people money, pretending it's their birthday, and then not actually being their birthday. Streamer. And then they just collect birthday wishes. For what? I don't know. Or like, also like when people send When it's like, hey, it's my friend's birthday. Can you say happy birthday to my friend? They're a huge fan, but for some reason they're not donating on their own. I don't know, but I'm donating for them. Could you say happy birthday to my friend? Can you say happy birthday to my little friend? And then they do the thing from the movie where they say hello to my little friend, and he pulls out a gun. Yeah, I feel like that makes sense, you know, because they're buying a gift for their friend. If it's for yourself, I don't know. I don't know. Self-care and all that. It's a present for yourself. To hear the streamer say happy birthday to you. Maybe I will just never understand. Does anyone understand that? Anyone out there paid money to a streamer to have them wish you a happy birthday? Maybe. They do exist. No? What if they just said your name and your birthday? What if they wish you a happy birthday for free? Actually, do you think like those people that pay money to get the streamer to say happy birthday to them, do you think when another streamer just says it for free, they're like, ah, what the frick, I paid $500 for this? They sent a super chat to say happy birthday, but then some other person just in chat just happened to say, hey, it's my birthday, and then the streamer wishes them a happy birthday. And someone feels ripped off. They're like, what the frick, man? I paid good money for this. You're just doing this for free? I can't believe this, man. And Michael said, most streamers I watch are too small. They would do it for free. They're doing all this for nothing. For literally nothing. Even the same streamer in the same stream, after someone says it's my birthday too, yeah. Pay in money. Streamer, it's also my birthday. Yeah, no, but one time I did gift subs in my Kamiyoshi stream just because and they blew me a kiss and I D-worded you passed away. Can't believe. Are you saying you wouldn't wish me a happy birthday on my birthday, Wolfie? I would. When is your birthday? Passed away. Unalived. 22nd of, oh, is it 22nd of November? Is that why it's 11/22? I get it. Is that why? No? Okay, then why? Then why would you have 11/22? What's the reason for 11/22? Huh? Secret number. Can't believe this. Can't believe he would do this. 22nd summer solstice. 902. Yeah, you were born in the year 11/22. Why? Why would he keep this hidden from us? This is quite the large puzzle, though. It is, in fact, extra large. Or very old. How old? How old could you even be? I've been seeing recommended tweets on my timeline recently about hags. People are just like, when people say hag, what age do they actually mean? When people say they like older women, what do they actually mean? And then there's a screenshot of some guy who's like, some guy says, oh, I love hags, and then they look, and then it's like a 24-year-old woman. Was that Denpa's tweet? It was! But then the other one was someone else's tweet. What are people even saying? What even is the age of hag? It's like what I've understood. A lot of people say 30. But is that like specific to VTubers? Denpa has somehow gotten a lot of big tweets recently. I've also been seeing their tweets in my recommended a lot. Why is that? The algorithm. I'm going to say, it seems in streaming people think they're old and decrepit at 27. Yeah, it's like everyone, like VTubers are so young. So many of them are like in their early 20s. It's like, once you find out and then you're like, oh man, but I'm like so old in comparison. What the heck, man? I know Twitter did something with smaller tweets getting more traction, but I don't know. Feels like the hag title changes depending on how old the person you ask is. It's true. But I feel like, you know, in the VTuber sphere, most people would probably say 30. Someone who's 30 probably considers someone 35 to 40 a hag. What about anyone older than 0? Anyone who was ever born is a hag. I'm a hag. I do have the tag. Because I was like, you know, if I'm 30, gotta have that tag there, you know? The hag tag. Then people know. Then people know that I'm older. Therefore, I'm wise. You know, with age comes wisdom, obviously. As everyone knows, the older someone is, the wiser they are. Undoubtedly, there's no exception to this. Everyone who's old is wise. Even people that are dumb. They're just wise in different ways. I don't know. Anyway, that's some tweets I've been seeing. The algorithm showing things to me. Everyone out there enjoying the algorithm? What's your favorite algorithmic tweet recently? Any banger tweets out there? Any tweet you've seen and thought, that's goated? Moron at 40 would have had enough, Moron at 40 would had made enough mistakes to make him wise. It's a Chinese proverb, obviously. So true. Because that is how to be wise. It's simply to make mistakes. To make so many mistakes. All of them. Every single mistake ever known has been made. Bam. Alright. What else is going on? What else is happening? Nothing. Literally nothing has happened. Sports. We've already talked about sports. We've already talked about Offkai. We've talked about everything. We've exhausted all the topics that will ever be talked about. What's the deal with I don't even we don't even know. What's the deal with work? Anyone out there? Oh, you know what I've been doing at work? Reviews. That's a thing that's happening. It is do reviews, I guess, every year, twice a year. And you have to review yourself. You have to reflect on your own actions in the past half a year. Be like, what have I accomplished at work this past year? What are some things I could improve on? And I just don't know what to put. in order to review yourself, you're like, what do I even say? It's also like, how can your manager help you improve? What can your manager do to help guide your career? Like, I don't know. I literally don't know. Do you all have to do that at your workplace? Do you have to review yourself? Should you really know how to improve yourself? To decide. You have to decide on your own. Once a year. I feel like once a year is more reasonable. I think apparently we used to have it every quarter. And I was like, that's way too much. They changed it to twice a year. But I don't know. I filled it out. I wrote everything. I wrote all of my accomplishments. I just don't know. I just didn't know what to put for, like, what can your manager do? Or like, there's a thing that was like, what did you learn based on this stuff? And I'm like, I don't know. You enjoy self-review? Turns out I actually did something which I didn't realize before I wrote my review. Damn. I've been keeping notes. There's a thing called like a brag document that you can keep track of over the year. And like every time you do something that's like cool or noteworthy, you write it down in the brag doc so that when it's time for your review, you already have the list of things there. You don't even need to remember because they're right there. I had some things listed. And then I was like, oh yeah, right, I worked on this thing. See, Michael says, I have to do once a year. Last time I literally wrote, I don't know. But then, like, how did they review you? Were they just like, Michael doesn't even know. He doesn't even know what he's accomplished. Why should we promote him if he doesn't even keep track of this stuff on his own? You expect us to keep track of his accomplishments? It's crazy. The review is empty. They did. Did they actually do that? They were just like, he didn't write anything worthwhile in his feedback? Well, then we're not going to give him anything. Well, now you know. Now you got... Oh, they listed it to you? Oh, that's cool. Actually, like, all the places I've worked at until now, I've never had to write a review for myself. And now that I do, I'm like, man... Now I gotta be conscious about what I did. And you were like, I don't know. You were like, I don't even remember doing that. He's so good, he doesn't even remember. It was like nothing to him. Yeah, that's why we should promote him. He thinks he's so good. He thinks this crazy good thing he did wasn't even noteworthy. That's how you know that he gets the big bucks. Give him all our money. Give him every dollar. He deserves the greatest rank. Yeah, all the dollars. Even though they don't use dollars over there. Get him some US currency right now. And then they do. And then what? And then what could they do, huh? Anyway, there's also like, do you ever have to like review your peers as well? I never know what to say. I'm like, yeah, they did well on this thing, but they always also say like, also provide an area that you think they could improve on, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what to put for this. I'm like, yeah, they were nice to work with, they did this thing, you know, they helped me out on this project, whatever. But then it's like, when you have to name things they could improve on, I'm like, but like, I don't know. Is it, can I just like say that there's nothing to improve on, that they're so good? I don't know. They're like kind of expecting you to say something. You do not have to. Yeah, I hate reviewing other people. I don't think that's cool at all. That should be dealt with by the manager. I always feel bad because, like, you know, what if they see it and then they're like, "What do you mean I can? I thought I did a good job on this thing." And then I would have to be like, well, they don't tell you who gave you that feedback, but like, I don't know. To know that someone you asked said that is like, what? Did I get feedback? Well, we've only started filling out the feedback. Okay, I guess the feedback from like last time we did feedback is positive. I think most of my feedback from the manager was like, you did really well, however, you haven't been here that long, so like, you need to establish more of a track record of doing these things, and I'm sure you can do it. But I'm like, what the frick, man? What the frick? I did so much stuff in like my first 3 months. But anyway. And then one feedback was like, he did really well. I don't know, I guess he could document stuff. He could add more documentation to this thing. And when I got that, I was like, I feel like they're just looking for something to say, because they got nothing else to say. It's like, he definitely did document stuff, but he could always do more. Like, that is true. I could, in fact, do more documentation. The only feedback I got for a 1-to-1, I've never seen someone write it like that. 1-to-1 review. Should come to the office more often. Are you skipping out on the office? Is everyone showing up and being like, where's Michael? He's not even here. Quick way to write 1-to-1. One-on-one. Do people say one-on-one meetings or 1-to-1? I feel like everyone here says one-on-one. I've always wanted to write it as 1v1 because I think it's funny. You're like, you know, imagine you see on someone's calendar they have a 1v1 with their manager. You're like, oh, it's getting serious. That'd be funny. Used to, but not anymore. Since our office days are Tuesday and Thursdays, I almost always go. Say 1-to-1, but 1v1 sounds cooler, right? People should say that. Yeah, 1v1. So true. Also, wave, is that the first thing you've said that is not a wave? I feel like I've only ever seen you post a waving emote. And now, the 1v1. Who even knows? Who even knows things? Anyway, I completed my feedback. I've reviewed other people. I didn't know what to put. I was like, yeah, I don't know, I guess they could take more leadership opportunities or something. Or like they're kind of new here, maybe they could be an expert at some system we have. I don't know. When they asked me what I can improve, I just said exactly that. What, leadership opportunities? I told them you could come to the office more regularly. You could be like, what can you improve on? Nothing. Literally everything I've done is perfect. I'm offended that you would even think that I would need to improve. You're like, oh, I'm sorry, you're so right. You're so right, I don't know what you were thinking. Oh, man. I shouldn't have doubted you. Oh, man, now he's gonna quit. He thinks that we think that he's not doing well. He's gonna leave. He's gonna go to a different company. We have to get him to stay. Let's give him his bonus. We gotta get him to stay. I think I upset my supervisor today as well. What did you say? What did you do, Michael? How could you possibly upset your supervisor? Did you offend them? Did you insult their family? You call them a bad name. I don't know. I feel like my manager is always like trying to get me to do more leadership stuff. Yeah, you could be in charge of that. You could find this opportunity to lead this project. Oh yeah, you could take control of this meeting. You could lead this meeting. I'm just like, oh man. I just want to write code. Just give me a task to do and I'll do it. I didn't say that, but that's how I feel. Drawing the overlays for the inner workings of a turbine architecture. Finished it and sent it to him, and I was like, this is one of my greatest works. It's great that you check with someone before you pushed it to make sure it was right. And I was like, nah, trust me, I know things I don't. Wow, this guy is so full of himself. He thinks he can just push things without asking people. Can't believe. This is why he will not be getting a bonus this year. He will not be getting promoted. Just out there doing things without agreement. Unbelievable. Wow. Actually, I feel like a lot of things that people do well are because they saw a place that could use improvement. And then they just did the improvement without asking. That's how a lot of like performance improvements happen in systems. You know, you're not going to have product have like a ticket that's like, oh, improve the performance of this system by optimizing this thing. It's always like someone's just like, oh yeah, I noticed this thing was kind of slow. Let me just work on that. And then they just do it and it works. And then people are like, whoa, what the, how do you do that? And then they just say like, oh yeah, no, I just noticed it was bad. So I fixed it. And that's how I did things. I had this one project where I improved the latency of a system by 50%. Just because I was like, oh, what if I just did this? And then I just did it, and it was good. And then they were like, well, what the frick, how did you do that? It's like, I just felt like doing it. It has to come from within. They might be dumb, but I think sometimes asking about stuff can be detrimental. Like, should I fix X rather than just do it? Yeah, right? That's what we've learned over the years. I think also, like, you know, sometimes if you work at a big company and, like, you have something that you, like, there's, like, an open source repository for something that you want to contribute to. A lot of times you have to, like, get permission from legal. You know, you gotta be like, oh no, we're working on this thing. You gotta talk to this guy. You gotta get approval for this thing. I think one guy just like, he found his library that we used, and then he was like, not a library that we have in the company, but like a third-party thing that we happen to use and we have improvements for. And then he just opened pull requests to it without like going through legal. And then it was fine. No, everyone was like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. Thank you for contributing this. And that's just how it is. And then you're just like, I feel like doing this thing today. And then you just do it. And then once they realize how good it is, they're like, whoa, what the, that's good. Had another project recently. Actually, it was during like our hack week or whatever. And I was like, what if I optimize this system? And then I did. And it was another 50% improvement. And then I guess like in my annual review or quarterly, what do you call it when it's like half a year? There's like quarterly review for like, you know, every quarter, yearly review. There's not really a term for like half a yearly review, right? It's just called half yearly review. But I was just like, oh, biannual. But I feel like biannual is kind of confusing sometimes because like it could be confused for once every 2 years. Versus 2 times a year, right? That's a thing. Michael says our hackathon was fun because we did wait, what? We did something no one had asked about. Everyone loved it. Yeah, that's how you do it. Oh yeah, mid-year, that makes sense. But then like the other review is at the end of year. It's not the same. You have different names for mid-year and end of year. There's got to be a term that's for like just every half a year. Fort year. No, it isn't Fort 2. Isn't Fort just 14? Semester. No, but semesters are they're different. Some places oh wait, I guess it would be a semester. If it's every 3, it would be a trimester. I get, yeah. But no one calls it a semester. Per semester review? That sounds weird. It sounds like you're in school. Anyway, one of the things that I wrote that I learned was that there are definitely places for optimization. Those we have to take initiative to do it ourselves. I don't know if that was a good thing to write, but I got nothing else to write, so I was like, that's what I learned. These things that I worked on, no one told me to do them. I just did them, and it was good for the system. And then people on other teams saw it, and they're like, what the? That's crazy. You got 50% improvement on this thing? We should do that. And then they started doing it. And everyone had improved performance. For Hackathon, we made an Electron version of our app. No, you're shipping Electron apps? Now everyone gonna have Chromium open a billion times. Our boss immediately tried to sell it to customers. Man, that kind of stuff happens a lot. It's like you work on something, it's like a proof of concept, and then like, whoa, so it's done, right? You worked on this, it works. And you have to be like, no, actually, it's just a proof of concept. There's a lot of things that don't work, and then they don't hear that, and they're just like, oh no, it's done. Look at this, it looks so done, right? And there's tests we have to do. There's like, you know, APIs we have to write. This is just using fake data. No, it's done. It's done. Just ship it right now. Ship that code right now. People have learned never to tell the boss anything. Classic boss moment. They don't even know what they're doing. They think it's done. It's not even really done. Do you ever feel like sometimes like the place you work at, your manager isn't really helping the team that much? It's like if your manager was gone, would you still be able to do the same amount of work? I feel like in a lot of cases, yeah. I mean, they do help coordinate sometimes with other teams. But like, if they were gone for like 2 weeks, I feel like many people probably wouldn't even notice. I don't know. Depends. You would never be able to go on holiday. You could just leave. They wouldn't even know. Because they're not even there. I think because we're a small startup, the manager does a lot more work than in most other places. Also possibly true. So true. So real. He was so real for this. What does your manager do? What was the best thing your manager has ever done? In the sense that you were like, man, I sure am glad that this manager was here. I just don't know. He sells the contracts. Travels around to talk to customers a lot. It sounds like more than just managing stuff though. I feel like he's doing like sales. He's doing sales and management. Yeah. Well, I'm sure then in that case your manager is in fact doing a lot. That's because we're a startup and you don't have a sales team. Wow. We're out there doing so much. He is the sales. He has sold everything. Wait, I should hydrate. It's 7 p.m. Okay, I've hydrated. I've returned from hydration. I have sipped properly. Don't you love it when streamers say the same thing like 3 times in a row, but phrased slightly differently? Do you enjoy it when streamers repeat themselves the same way multiple times? Is it cool when streamers do this thing that I just described? I do it all the time. I'm constantly doing this thing. Always out here saying a thing and then repeating the same thing but worded slightly differently. Out here saying a thing, but also saying the thing again in a slightly different intonation and phrasing. Always. I'm constantly doing this. Found it funny. Is it funny though? I think it's cool. Sometimes I don't even notice. It just, you know, in case you weren't paying attention, you know, if you didn't hear the first sentence, then you don't get lost because then they say it again and then you know. You're like, oh, that's what they said. I think that's good because, you know, if you're in a conversation and someone says something and you didn't hear it, a lot of times people, they won't even be like, what did you say? Can you repeat that? They'll just be like, oh yeah, yeah, totally. And they'll pretend like they heard what you said. And then they'll go the rest of the conversation unaware. And then when asked a question, they'll be like, oh, sorry, I didn't actually hear what you said. I just nodded because I thought it was inconsequential. But then if the person repeats themselves 3 times, then you could still miss out. You could still not hear those 3 times. But if you did not miss out on those 3 times, then you would know. This is literally the contents of my head. You also do that. The same thing repeatedly. Michael had pizza. What was on the pizza? Was it pepperoni? Wait, I also had pizza today. I actually had pizza that I ordered last Saturday. And the leftovers lasted until today. And it was good. Pepperoni. It was also pepperoni. Pepperoni and sausage. It was one of those pizzas that was folded in on itself. They call it a stuffed pizza. That's what I had. That's always the one that I order. Because it's like, it's the most cost efficient. It's basically like 1 slice is kind of the equivalent of having 2 slices. A calzone, no. It is a stuffed pizza. Totally different somehow. In some way. But it's good. I feel like they put more meat in that pizza. Compared to if you just got like a non-stuffed pizza. Yo, imagine naan. Like the Indian food naan. But they put pizza stuff on it. Yeah, and it costs the same. And I feel like since it's stuffed pizza, they have more, you know, leniency with putting the toppings on. I guess it's not toppings if it's in the pizza. The stuffings. Non-pizzas. Have we ever talked about how calzones are different here from the rest of the world? No. What do you mean by that? Welcome, Darth Nomad. Non-pizza? Sounds good. Sounds great, actually. There's an Indian pizza nearby. Haven't tried it out. Because like naan is so good, right? Cheese. Pepperonis. So much. I feel like we've talked about this so many times before. Here it's expected that a calzone has pasta. What the frick? Pasta? That's just carbs in carbs. Calzone has pasta when you order it standard. Apparently that's not common outside here. Yeah, that's definitely not a thing here. Pasta. You're putting pasta in the calzones? What kind of pasta? Is it spaghetti? Is it the, it is spaghetti? What the heck? It's good, but that's like so much carbs. Spagbowl. Is that the Danish word for spaghetti? Spagbowl. No, you just made that up. You could have said yes, I would have believed you. You could have just made something up and just like, you know, streamer. That's what we call it here. Spagbowl. It's an abbreviate. Oh, spaghetti bolognese. Bolognese. Isn't that weird how bologna is spelled like that? Bologna. Who decided on this? Why is it Bologna and not the other spelling? Welcome, Jackie Wams. It's Italian. Bologna. That's a load of bologna. It refers to a part of Italy. There is, in fact, a place in Italy known as Bologna. I didn't know that the meat was named after the place. I guess that makes sense. At least once a year, I Google how to spell bologna. Like Hamburg, yeah, Hamburg. California roll, which is not actually invented in California. Arizona iced tea, which is not actually made in Arizona. Everything. Everyone knows all of this. Hawaiian pizza possibly wasn't even made in Hawaii. Danishes. Haagen-Dazs isn't even Danish or whatever. What is it? Haagen-Dazs wasn't even whatever country they claim to be. It was just said to be that way. Danish. They're not even Dan-ish. They're not even similar to Dan in any way. It's cringe. Why would they say it's a Dan-ish when it's not even similar to Dan? The ones you get in the US when you get a Danish is Austrian. If I'll be honest, I don't really know what a Danish is. Let me look this up. Danish. What even is a Danish? Danish pastry. Oh, these things. Oh, I know what this is. I don't have these very often. Welcome, Leron Silver. Danish, more like Samish. Sandwich. Sandwich. Which sand even is it? Which sand could it even be? Who up sanding the witch? Okay, this one. It's gotta, it has to be this. No other way. It literally could only be this. What was he thinking? What was bro thinking? I don't even know. Has to go there. It must. It literally is required. It's legally required to go this way. And nowhere else. Only here. But then, like, where does this go? It's gotta be this. So shrimple. Shrimple as that. Do you think there's a shrimp VTuber out there that calls their fan base shrimple? It's like sheeple, but with shrimp. But also simple. Shrimp. What's up, shrimple? It's me, the shrimp VTuber. Shrimpin'. John Shrimp. Jonathan the Shrimp. Joanne the Shrimp. Big Shrimpin'. Also, okay, look at this color. What would you call this color? You think most people would say salmon? I think so. Now, isn't it messed up that we name the color salmon based on the insides of a salmon? Because, like, you know, salmon on the outside, they're not like this shade of pink. And yet we call this color salmon. Isn't that strange? Maroon. Is this maroon? I didn't know that. You didn't know that salmon are not colored like this on the outside? Coral? It is, I guess this could be coral. But if someone said something was salmon colored and you saw this, that would be accurate. Right. It's like, why did we name it that? Imagine if we did that for other things. Like, is it unique that salmon are, like, colored like this on the inside? Surely there's other animals, right? Have you seen salmon transformation during mating season? Don't they turn red, though? Salmon is a soft pink orange that sits at the light end of coral. No, that's too specific for me. Aren't some salmon actually pink-red on the outside? Hold on, let me pull up an image of salmon. Also, do you think if I looked up salmon, would I get the animal or the the cooked salmon? If I look at image. Okay, I'm getting more images of like killed salmon, the insides of salmon, than actual live salmon. Yeah, salmon, a lot of these salmon on the outside, they're like gray, silver. It's messed up. Salmonella. Salmonella. Salmon color. Campylobacter. Doesn't Campylobacter sound like cantaloupe actor? Normally they're man. Normally they're gray, but during mating season, during mating they become red monsters. Yeah. It's like in Splatoon. Literally, I thought, you know how in Splatoon there are enemies named Salmonids? I thought they made that up for Splatoon, but actually, that is the actual term for salmon. Salmonid. Were you aware of this? It's like a scientific term, I think. Just like in real life. Okay, we got the 5. We got the 3. We gotta have the 3 right there. Welcome, Zoe. Gotta have the 4. The 4 has gotta be there. What if the 4 was not there? What if, in fact, it was here instead? And then the 2 goes down. I think we will not have time for Picross today. Can you believe that? Imagine being gray. Imagine being... Are there salmon VTubers out there? It's gotta be. There has to be. Okay, this 2... This 3... This 3... This 3 does... I guess it doesn't have to be. This could be, it can't be there. This 4 does have to go this way. Picross. Picross. Okay, the 3. This one has to go there. This one has gotta go there. Literally no other option but to do that. Actually, okay, maybe something here is wrong. Maybe something here is very wrong. Now we know this has to go this way, right? Because like if you go here, this 3 has nowhere to go. This 3 has nowhere to go, so this must be here. And then this 3 must go across. But it can't. Wait, it can't go. Then where's this 3? Oh, it has to be here then. It has to be there. And then this gotta be there. Okay, we're getting this. It's so easy. This game, so simple. It's literally for babies. Anyway, what else is going on? Anything else good out there in the world? Sports. Off guy. Crime. I don't even know. We just don't know. What about society? Any cool things with society? No, not at all. Okay, what do we do here? The 3 has gotta be, this 4 gotta be there, right? Okay, this is definitely it. Has to be this. Welcome, Tengu. Hope you are doing well. You specifically. Right now. In the chat. Everyone. Okay, 3's gotta be there. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know what to do this weekend. I guess, you know, I'll probably just be watching streams, as usual. Chilling on the weekend as usual. Watching streams and Scooby-Dooby-Doo, but not actually. I feel tired, but I do not want to sleep. But why? Because it's a weekend. Can't sleep on the weekend. You gotta stay up until very late. Have to. You're legally obligated. Because it's the weekend, I can stay up. I can't talk. And I can stay up late. It's true. You can. You could, theoretically. But should you? That's the question. Should you do it? Even though you can? I've been sleeping at 12:30 like all the time recently. I woke up today at like 8 something and I felt so well rested. I didn't need to be up until 9:30. I definitely overslept. But not overslept in the sense that you missed a deadline or a wake up time, but I definitely slept more than I needed to. And then throughout the day, I feel like I didn't do too much at work today. Like, you know, I had stuff to do, but then it was like kind of blocked on something someone else was working on. I was just sitting there, just determining what to do. Usually stay up until 1. That's like still a reasonable time to sleep though. Like that's fine. Although I guess technically I do, like I go to bed at 12:30, but I don't actually sleep until maybe about 1. Because like, you know, I'm listening to the sleepcast. Those tend to last anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes. Yeah, I slept pretty well. Choco was live, I'd be able to stay up until 5, but she isn't. Yeah, isn't that messed up that she's not streaming? She didn't stream on Monday, and she's not streaming on Friday? What the? What's happening to this world? Who even is Michael going to watch when I end my stream, huh? Choco, yeah, Choco Jax, the streamer that literally everyone knows. At the 2 right there. Yes, Hamflo better be streaming. He didn't stream yesterday. I was like, man, I can't believe Hamflo did not stream. When is she calling in? Choco Jax. Here is here's her emote. And click on this emote, and then it will bring you to her channel, where she is not streaming. She's not even there, so why even go, right? Am I right, gamers? What's even the point of going? They're not even streaming. She would be streaming 21 minutes ago, and yet. Yeah, now what are people gonna do? What even could be done on this Friday? What is she doing? What the dog doing? But she's not a dog. Okay, we got the 3. We got the 3. Convention. What the? Is it Off-Kai Expo? She going to Off-Kai? That one? I didn't know she was going to Off-Kai. What the heck? Did she talk about that? She didn't even say it. Or maybe she's talking about when I was streaming. Because, you know, I always miss the first hour, at least, of her stream. Due to the schedule overlap. She isn't going to the actual convention. I see. She's meeting up with friends who are. But she's a VTuber. Imagine being a VTuber and not going to Off-Kai Expo. Who would do such a thing? Can't believe someone would be out there as a VTuber, not even going to VTuber convention. You don't even know Off-Kai? That's the convention for VTubers. Specifically for VTubers. Yeah, everyone's there. Imagine being a VTuber. Cringe. Yeah, literally everyone. Even you. You are there right now. Whether you know it or not. You're literally there. Welcome, Tag Barrel. Making a virtual you and then meeting in meet space seems like an unnecessary step. Defeats the purpose. No, people go there to meet VTubers that are on a screen. But also, sometimes VTubers are meeting each other. Because, you know, if you know people, and you're like, oh, this person, I've collabed with them. I've talked to them. I know their streams. And then you go there. And then you see them. You're like, whoa, finally. This person. I now know them. Thinking about smaller VTubers doing meet and greets when realistically every day on Twitch is a meet and greet. Yeah, but it's not like the same. You don't see them in person. 2 in the bottom has to go left. Okay. It has to. It's required. It's legally required. He was so right for this. Okay, we've done it. This is the thing for International Children's Day. Look at that. It's all done perfectly, able to heck post at a VTuber from the comfort of my own home, no need for conventions. No, but then you don't see them in real life. How do I go back? What's the menu to go back? Refresh. That's a hint. I'm probably blocking it. It's probably this. Okay, then we do this one. See, I mean, unless they are physically there and willing to chat, otherwise it's more of a, they usually don't see you physically. 12? 12 what? 12? This 12? I mean, this. Could be this. Could be any one of those. Actually, it can't be that one, because this 9 has to go. It's gotta be this. And this has gotta be there. 12? Yeah, I've been seeing some smaller VTubers do meet and greets. I think that's cool. Big Ham's gonna be there. You know Big Ham. Everyone knows Big Ham. The large gaming hamster. You can buy Big Ham merch. You can buy a Big Ham plush. I think that's cool. Wait, what the heck? Where did this go? Oh, I know these have to go here. Surely this one also... Yeah, this one must go here. But if I did a meet and greet, you probably could. They would probably allow it if you applied. Maybe. Wait, this is wrong. This is not even correct. What even is this? This 12. No, yeah, this 12 does have to go here. Wait, but no, it could go here. Oh shoot, that's gotta be it. That has to be it. This 12 has gotta go there. And then this 9 goes here. And then this one has to go this way. That's what I was missing. See, we used logic right here. Facts and logic. And we simply determine what has to be there. Now this could go here. Let's say it does. If it did go there, then these must go here. And this one as well. It's right there. Alright, I got it. I got this. Don't you worry. Relax, I'll handle it. Okay. That's not so bad. Okay, turns out we do have time for Picross. What's that supposed to be? Just a daily puzzle. Those aren't meant to be anything. They're just there to challenge you. For you to use your brain. Alright, Picross time. Can I play more Sunshine on Monday? I sure am. I'm having a really good time with Super Mario Sunshine. So good. It's such a good game. Okay, we're doing Picross. Gonna do, right, it is fun to watch. Even if the person is playing Mario Sunshine and, like, dies constantly, it is still fun to watch. Like, why isn't it? What's the deal with that game? I think it's because so many people played it growing up that they're like, I remember this level. And people like seeing things they're familiar with. That's why you tune into a Dark Souls stream, you see many people watching. I'm not normally able to watch the whole stream because it gets late. Tuesday I go to the office, end up doing it anyway on Sunshine stream. Looking good, cat. It's good, right? Everyone's been playing it. I'm playing it. Margot's playing it. Chocojack's played it. Amflo played it. Essie is playing it. Probably some other people I've seen. Everyone. That's literally everyone. no one else even exists. As Margot was playing it, she is in fact playing it. She raided me on, I think Wednesday? When I did the shout out, she was playing Sunshine. Would you say that even God plays Sunshine? Didn't he create Sunshine, obviously? Didn't he say, what is it, on the first day or whatever, let there be light? Is that not Sunshine? I don't know if it's her first time. I think it's her first time playing it. But I did not ask. Probably should have asked. But I don't know. So true. Is it true though? Some may argue that it's not. I don't know. Okay, this gotta be a 3. It is her first time playing. It's always fun to see people play a game for the first time. So I know she played Mario 64 for the first time recently too, against her best interest. I remember I played Mario 64 when I streamed on YouTube, and I never finished it. Because then I remembered, I was like, actually this game is kind of bad, so I stopped. And also the version that I was playing did not have the BLJ, so you couldn't even do speedrun strats. That's the messed up part. I would have been totally happy to play that game if it was the version that had the backward long jump up the stairs, but it wasn't. So I just gave up. I was like, I'm not playing this. Actually, I remember when I first started playing Mario 64 on stream, it was when Northernlion also started playing it. But then he was playing the version that did have BLJs, and then he was like, you know what, I'm gonna learn to speedrun. And then he got really into speedrunning Mario 64. And then I was watching that and I was like, man, I wish I could do that. I can't. Because that's not the version of the game that I'm playing. And then I stopped, because I did not like the levels. Have you considered playing some of the better Mario 64 ROM hacks? I have not even... I don't even know emulators. Besides the official emulator on the Nintendo Switch, I have not used an emulator in possibly 15 years. Maybe even more. And I don't feel like doing it. Anyway. It's cool though. Maybe one day I'll revisit Mario 64. Or not. Maybe I will never. Maybe I'll never do it. Emulator. I hardly even know. So true. Welcome X-Tag. So true. Imagine knowing things. I would never. Knowing things is cringe. That's why I just pretend like I know something. Because I'm pretending. I'm simply pretending to be cringe. We got the 3, we got the 4 right there. We got the 6 going across. Grandpa. What the? Where? You know, I think in this run that I'm doing of Mario Sunshine, I might even do some of the optional shines. Because I remember when I played it like 3 years ago on YouTube, I just did the minimum required to finish the game. I didn't do like any of the levels after Shadow Mario. You know, I didn't do the watermelon pushing level, I didn't do the... I think I tried the pachinko level. But like, I skipped a lot of stuff that was optional. And now that I'm like breezing through the game so fast, like I got 30 shine sprites last stream. That's like a lot. And I think maybe I'll just do some optional stuff. That should be cool. I get to watch the streamers suffer. Doing the pachinko level, doing, I don't know, what are the other infamous levels of Mario 64? It's a lot of them. But many of them are the required ones. There's that one, where you have to get Yoshi to the other island without touching water. Sandburn. Yeah, but that one was required. Oh yeah, the lily pad one. I remember that one. There's a lot of levels out there. Oh wait, this has to be there. It's gotta be there. But I mean like some optional levels. Lily pad one is optional. Imagine getting all the blue coins. Imagine doing that 100% run. Now that seems like it would be very annoying. I remember the lily pad one because to get there, I did the glitch where you clip Yoshi under the ocean. Oh, I remember I tried doing that one. I had the run. I tried to do that. And I failed. This isn't Stitch. Oh, you're so right. You were so right. Forgot to change the category. Now, all the people that are looking for the Picross S2 tag, they won't even know that my stream is happening. Can't have that. And all the people, all of the 10 people that pay attention to the Stitch tag, they'll be like, this isn't Stitch. What the heck? Why would he lie to us like this? What if I put this under retro? Wouldn't that be funny? Picross S2 retro game? As if. Remember, this isn't retro. This isn't Lilo. It is not. You know, every time you look up Stitch game, it does show Stitch from Lilo and Stitch. It's a common thing. Everyone gets confused. They're like, Stitch, that's the Lilo and Stitch guy. That's the weird alien creature. But no, it's just a game about stitching. Okay, so there are 3 ones here. So 4. There's a 2. 1, 2, 2. Okay, it doesn't have to be that. No, but this has to be a 2. But which way does it go? If this was a 2, we just don't know. Then what? But then what? I don't know. Okay, what else can we do here? If it was you, what would you do here? Hold on, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's obviously something, right? Obviously. Definitely for real. 3 has to go there. 2, there's nothing there. Okay, well then this must not be part of the 4. It's gotta be a 2. But 4 must go this way. Simply must. Simply has to. The horizontal ones, so true. So true out here, and then the 5 has to go down. Also, I don't think I said welcome Honktown. Welcome. We got the 1. Got the 2, obviously. And the 3 has to be down here. Would not possibly fit anywhere else. And then what? The star. Yo, the star, just like in Super Mario Sunshine. Waifus. That's not even the name. Okay, so 2 must be here, right? Because looking at this, the 1 could be there, the 2 could be there, 3 literally has to be there. So this must be there. This must also be in this realm. This realm of imagination, the 4's gotta go up. That's a 2. So that's also a 2. And that's done. And And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. 1, 2, 3. Miku beam. Okay, this has got to be a 1, right? Because 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, that has to be a 1. So this must be at least a 2. It could be a 3, but it must be at least a 2. Okay, so that must be the 3. It's got to be a 2. And then you have other such things, such as these, which exist. Okay, 2, 3. Do we have to make assumptions here? Okay, no, the 2 can't be here. Wait, something's wrong. Something here is not wrong. Or is not right. This 3 has to be here. But then I have this thing here saying that it's not. So what did I mean by this? What did Wolfie mean when he made this decision? It's like, this is totally wrong. This is definitely not correct. But what if it was? What about this? That's wrong. That's wrong. No, but that can't be. That can't be wrong. This has got to be a 2. There's no way this is a 1. So something else is wrong here. But what is it? What have we done? What are we doing? How did we do this? How did this happen to us? Does anyone know? Is anyone aware? Okay, maybe that's a 2. Maybe that is also one of these. It's totally possible that this is in fact one of those things. 2 could go left in the 1, 1, 3 column. The 1, oh, the 1, 1. The 1, 1, 3, this one. The 2, you're telling me this could go that way. Maybe, oh, also this is wrong. Something here is also wrong. Oh no. No, no, I don't want to restart this. I spent 13 minutes on this already. That's already too much time. But also, I don't know. It does not appear to be a way out of this. Okay, but like, what if I just undid all of this? And like, if this was in fact there, then this would have to be there. Oh wait, then you have this, wait. No, but then this can't work. This does not, oh, but this could be this. Oh. Okay, maybe this is wrong. Hold on. Let's mark all this up. Get all this out of here. It's definitely this. Got the 3. Got the 6. That's a 2. The 4 goes down. No, it can't go down. What? Okay. Maybe this is wrong. If that's wrong, that's there. That's gotta be a 2. Everything else we just don't know. We shrimply just do not know. It's gotta be a 1. It's one of these. You gotta have this one. It's gotta go there. And if that is there, this has gotta be a 2. Wait, what? No. No, no, okay, you know what? I'm done with this one. We're done with this. We're gonna do easy ones. Let's do some 10 by 10s. See that one. Surely this one is easy. Obviously. So there, you got this one, that 3 is not there. You got the 4. Shrimple as that. So shrimple. Easiest game you'll ever see. Got the 4 right there. You got that 3. Those ones. And that one. Have you guys been seeing Wuthering Waves? Isn't that such a funny title for a game? Wuthering. What were they wuthering they even thinking? It's even abbreviated as WUA. WUA, can you believe that? WUA. It's been good. Has it been good? Is it actually a good game? I don't know. I'll never play it. It's gotcha. Genshin, but different. But also different. Oh, this is wrong. Hold on. It's gotta go this way. Wuba. It's like, you know. It's like how Illyria is Wiwa and Kiara is Wawa for Kiwawa. Could be someone else. Yeah, I also think of Wuthering Heights. When even would people use the word wuthering? Catfish. Wuthering. Wuthering with You? The hit movie about weather? Wuthering with You? Not much Wuthering with You. Classic thing that they said in the movie, obviously. Have you all seen that movie? I've seen it. Have you seen a movie in 4D, 5D, whatever it was? The thing where, like, you sit in a chair that has, like, has water spraying at you. The chair moves around. I watched Wuthering with You in 4D, or whatever that thing is called. It's quite wacky. 40. WD-40. And then, you know, as you may have expected, there's a lot of rain in that movie. They did, in fact, spray us. The chair did shake. I would not do it again, but it was interesting to experience it the first time. I always wondered, like, what is that like? What is a 4D movie experience? And now we know. Now we know it's not worth the money. But you could try it. You could consider trying it. And then also realize it's not worth it. But then you'll have the knowledge. You'll know. You'll be like, I've tried it. Then you have a story to tell. For when you become a streamer. You could be like, yeah, totally. I've done this before. Here's my experience. And then everyone in the chat will be like, whoa, I did not know about that. I had no idea. Thank you for this information. Streamer, it is so relatable now. Keep that in mind. Okay, this has got to go up. Literally must go up. What goes up must come down. Unless it is shot into space. Far enough that it exits orbit. That's basically like the Star Wars ride at Disneyland. I've never been on that ride, so I have no point of comparison. But maybe. It could be possible that this is a comparison that makes sense. Okay, that's gotta be there. It's gotta be right there. What is this? Tuna? Lemon tea, obviously. Okay, let's do one last one. They put you in a box that shakes around while a projector shows you zooming around in space. Yeah, I guess it is kind of like that then. Watching a movie, things are shaking. They spray water on you. I forget what other stuff happened. There's like other things. Oh, I think there was like scents as well, like perfume smells. Maybe, I don't know. Possibly. It's been a long time. Oh, holy frick, when I think about it, it's been more than 5 years since then. This was the pre-pandemic days. Oh, man. Time sure does pass. Time sure is a thing that happens. Am I right, everyone? It's classic existential crisis that we have every few streams. Where we remember the before times. How it's been so many years. Okay, we got a 4. The 4 is right there. And then you got that 4. What's even that 4? It's right there. It's literally... Oh, this is literally just math. I could have just done that. Do you know that? 1 to 5? 1 to 5. What about 5 to 10? Okay, this one. 1. Get the 2. 2's gotta be there. Has to. Simply must. It shrimply must be there. Got the 4, you got the 5 is done. This one can't be there. It's gotta go this way. Got that one. The 2, you got the 5, there's a 1, there's a 2, 3, 5, 2, and then, what is this, a dog, a fox, a denchi, totem pole, what? Oh, okay, I see it. I see it. This is like the bird. This is like the Pokemon Zatu. Right? Looks exactly like this. Anyway, that's gonna be it. That'll be it for today. Actually, is there an easier one? Do we have a 5x5? We don't. Oh, that's gonna be it then. See what day it is. Macaroon Day, European Neighbors Day. Welcome, Mint. You have arrived just in time for me to end my stream. European Neighbors Day. Heat Awareness Day. Save Your Hearing Day. National Smile Day. You can post a smiling emote. Speak in Complete Sentences Day. Utah Day. Oh, web design. Yo, web designer. Any web designers out here? No Tobacco Day. Parrot Day. What is it? Yeah, necrotizing. Facitis Awareness Day. I would like to do... I feel like Smile Day makes sense. We have a smile emote. Web designer. So true. Spiders, they do be designing webs. Oh, they're web developers. Okay, National Smile Day raid. If you want. National Smile Day raid. You could post a smile emote. Or you could have like another smile day. You gotta put the word raid at the end though. Okay, let's see who's streaming. Many people are streaming things. You could watch any of these people. You might even already be watching these people. Let's see, who do I want to raid? What about... How about... There's so many people streaming. Friday night, everyone's streaming. Do you know what Essie is doing? Some kind of special event. I don't know. But I raided her recently. 7 days ago, exactly. What about this person? What's this person doing? Just chatting? Okay. Let's raid MyQA. Last raided 207 days ago. It has been 207 days. Anyway, the raid's going. Thanks for watching. I will be back tomorrow with various games, as usual. The typical Saturday stream where I do many things. And then itch.io games. Those games count as various games as well. We got other games. We got Connections. We got the mini crossword. We got the time guesser. Guess the game. Game Dunk. Pokedoku. You know, the usual. Yes, Mantle, I guess. And others. That's everything. Yes. No, that is literally it. We guess. I said I guess because that's a game where you have to guess. It's the same thing. Anyway, raid's going. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time. Goodbye.